What's up, e-com accelerators? It's your boy Jordan, and I'm back again with another e-commerce video. In this video, I want to talk about pricing. I want to talk about how to take those products from AliExpress, put them on your store, and price them in a way that you make money and your customers are totally okay with spending that amount. So if you're interested in e-commerce and want to learn how to grow your business, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. I'll be making content like this 2 to 3 times a week and hopefully continue to grow that. So without further ado, we're going to run the intro and get right into this. So before we go into my computer and I break down the exact pricing strategy that I'm using to price products on my dropshipping store, I want to first explain a concept to you guys that may help you figure out how to price products on your own. And this concept is perceived value. Right. So with us dropshippers, we spend a lot of time on AliExpress, on these other websites where we see what the product actually costs. The consumer necessarily doesn't know what the product is actually costing. So really, it's up to you to set the perceived value for the product. So the question is, how can you do this? Perceived value comes down to 2 things when you're talking about Shopify and dropshipping, in my opinion. The first and most important thing is the design of your store. People are willing to spend more money on a site that they trust and feel safe with spending their money on. And to get your site to this level, you simply have to take the time to design your store and truly make it look professional. A lot of people are in a rush to get their stores up, in a rush to throw 30, 40 products up, but aren't even taking the time to get proper branding, get a logo. They don't take any time to design any graphics or set anything up on their store in which it is appealing to the customer. And for this reason, it's going to be harder for you to sell higher ticket items on a store that is poorly designed. The second factor to consider when talking about perceived value is the quality and use of the product itself. If you're selling products that aren't actually useful to people and don't solve a problem in somebody's life, it's going to be much harder to charge a lot of money for those products because people don't really see the value in that. Now, the exception would be in jewelry and fashion, but let's not focus on that at the moment. So really, when you're looking for a product to test on these general stores, you should be looking for something that has use in somebody's life. A lot of these products are just silly gimmick products, and that stuff sells, but it's harder to sell that stuff. So when it comes to perceived value and finding things that you can charge a decent amount of money for, look for things that make people's lives easier or provide a solution to something that they do every single day. That's just a basic rundown of perceived value with Shopify and dropshipping, and there's tons more research and data done about this. You can look up articles and such, but people are willing to pay whatever price you show them something is worth, so long as you can show that that product is valuable to them in their life. They're not worried about if it's cheaper on Amazon. They're not worried about if they can get it on AliExpress. If you put that product in front of their face at the right time and it's something that they're clearly interested in, they're going to spend their money on it regardless. So perceived value is a big factor when it comes to pricing your products, and definitely something that you need to consider. With that being said, we're going to go into my computer and I'm going to break down the exact strategy that I follow when I find these products on AliExpress, and it's really simple and you can follow it too. So let's get into that. So when it comes to the strategy I'm using when I'm pricing these products, it's actually quite simple, and I'll run through the process with you guys right now. So first and foremost, guys, you got to know your numbers. You got to figure everything out. So first, go find your product on AliExpress, and this is before you even start the product page or anything. Figure out your numbers. So with this product right here, we're going to be using this as the example. I'm sure you guys have seen this product, the USB portable juicer, whatever you want to call it. We're going to pick a color here, and they should... Okay, so they don't have e-package shipping, but we'll work with this shipping method. So as you can see here, the total price to ship a unit to a customer in the selected country is $14.78. So we're going to use that for this example. So $14.78 is your starting price to go off of. So now you have to consider a couple things. One, Facebook ads cost. So when pricing your product, you have to consider that you're going to need to make a certain amount of profit so that your ads can keep running and keep consistently bringing you in profit. And usually I like to do like 2.5 to 3 times the product cost of goods sold from AliExpress. So we'll say like 2.5 to 3 times. And that's kind of a good baseline to go off of, but there's more things that you can do to really solidify the price. But to get a ballpark, usually it's 2 to 3 times, because when you're running the Facebook ads, you're not to expect cost per purchases of less than $5, or sometimes it may even be hard to maintain less than $10. So you want to try to give yourself as much room as you can when it comes to profit, but you also want to price your products at a price point that your customers are still going to buy it. And that's where the hurdle comes in. But as you do it more and more, it gets much easier, and you'll understand as you continue to do it. But in this case, let's keep going down the process that I would follow to price this product. So once you've got the cost of goods sold and the shipping costs figured out, and you've got a rough estimate, so in this case, let's do the math, 2.5 or 3 times, that'll give us around $30, or actually more around $35. That's a more generous number to give. And that's the price that we should be looking to sell this product at. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, but that's somewhere in the ballpark. Because with this, our profit is around $21. So it's above $20. That gives us a good amount of room to make money with the Facebook ads and not worry about our ad spend when it comes to testing, because once you get that first couple of sales, you may even be able to make that money back. Just a quick side note, I highly recommend testing the higher ticket items for this exact reason, especially when you're just learning Facebook ads. It may be tempting to throw up that free plus shipping ad because you know you're going to get a couple sales, and it may be tempting to sell that little $4.99 trinket because you think people are going to be more inclined to buy that. But oftentimes that's not necessarily true. Some people won't trust your store if all the items on there are $1, $3, $4. This is just a theory of mine, but I think it's true. It may be better to make a store with all premium products, all expensive products, so that way you don't have to worry about keeping your product super low price and your customers are still happy with spending the money. So just wanted to talk about that for a second, because I've had some of my subscribers show me their stores, and I notice a lot of people are selling these super cheap items. And do you, but if your Facebook ads are the only source of traffic, it's going to be hard for you to stay profitable. That stuff works real well with Instagram influencers though. So anyways, when it comes to pricing, you want to make sure that the profit is enough for you to not worry as much about the Facebook ads cost. So let's keep going down the process. So we've kind of got a ballpark of what we want with this product. We want to make over $20 profit, and the cost of goods sold here is $14, so this is a good area to look at. Let's go into the other methods though, so we can really hone in the exact price that we want to work with. And the main method that I do to solidify my price is simply look at what the competitors are charging. So first we'll go check out Amazon. And a quick thing about Amazon, just because it's cheaper on Amazon doesn't mean that your customer is not going to buy it from you. A lot of times, especially if you're using Facebook ads, you're relying off that impulse purchase of the customer. Typically, the customer is not even going to check out another site's price or check out another store's price even. They're going to buy from you because you're selling them the product right then and there. The main reason I look at Amazon for pricing is to know what people are paying for it in excess. And you can see right here, here's a good example. This case, they're selling it for $34.95, which on Amazon is pretty high. You can look at the other one selling it for $23.87, $23.99. And to be honest, I think the only reason that they're able to do this is because they have really nice product images. They've branded their product. They've added that perceived value that I was explaining to you before. But at the end of the day, it's just the same product. Now, how can you do this with your AliExpress store? Like I said, have a really nice store, have really high quality images, and it's the same exact concept. So also with Amazon, you have to consider that a lot of times these people aren't necessarily like drop shipping from AliExpress. I don't think not that many people do that at all. So their cost of goods sold is often cheaper. That's why they can charge cheaper prices for the products and they make more money. But in our case, we're going to have to charge more money because your cost of goods sold is high, your ads costs are high. That's the only way you can stand up. So don't ever really consider yourself competing with the people of Amazon. Focus on your own lane and it'll pay off. But we can see here it's trending around $23 all the way up to $34. So I kind of like that $30, $34 range. This one's selling for $35. So that tells me that people are willing to spend money on this type of product. So in this case, I would probably price the product anywhere from $35 to $39.99. And just a simple tip, I'm sure you guys are doing this, but make sure, I don't know the name of the mindset or whatever it is, but make sure you're saying 99 cents, 97 cents, or 95 cents. It's been scientifically proven that people are more likely to buy with those numbers on the end. Just a little quick marketing tip to throw in there. But truthfully, that's the process you need to go down. You need to first find a product, figure out the numbers, and figure out how much profit you want to make on the product. So oftentimes, I won't even sell something if I'm not making at least $15 profit on each sale, because it's so much easier to be profitable with Facebook ads if you're more profitable on that front end. Make sure the product is profitable and then see what everybody else is charging for it, and then take it however. Like I always talk about in my videos, you want to find something that's working and improve upon it. So if you find a store that's selling a product and they're charging a really low price for it, like $24.99, but everything on their site is not good, they have bad product description, bad images, that's where you can come in and find really high quality images, or take really high quality images of the product, write a really nice product description, and really make it a good customer experience, and then you'll be able to charge more than them. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? The value you provide to the customer is the value that they'll give right back to you. So keep that in mind when designing your store, setting up your product page, running the ads. It all goes hand in hand, and the pricing is what ties it together and ultimately what we're striving to achieve. So I hope you guys liked this video. I kind of got a little ranty there, but it's not a cut and dry topic. I can't just say, here's the one formula that you have to follow to price your products. No, it depends on the individual product. So it's up to you to figure that out for your case. But I hope this information helped you guys. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it and you're one of those guys, give me a dislike and tell me in the comments why you didn't like it. Also, I have a Facebook group called the Ecom Accelerators Mastermind. The link to that is down in the description. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming to my channel. This year is going to be huge, and I hope you all crush it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Boy, if you don't